Anil Grover.
I'm Meeta.
And I would like to share my journey with anthroposophy and how it actually helped us with our daughter in her journey. Nearly 10 years back, our daughter was diagnosed with what the mainstream medicine said is benign hypotonia. And what I understood of it at that time is that there is overall muscle weakness with no real genetic cause that could be identified, and hence it's called benign. And we were at a loss to see what can we really do about it. We were very fortunate at that time to meet Dr. Lakshmi as the pediatrician of our daughter, and we actually met her as a mainstream pediatrician because we were not looking for any alternate method at that time, but we had heard that there is this doctor who is able to, through many ways like diet and other things, really benefit the child rather than just prescribing medicines, and that's what attracted us at that time. And when we met her, our journey started, which has been a very, very fulfilling and fruitful journey. First thing, sure.
Yeah, before we come to when we met Lakshmi, what I would like to share is my helplessness as a parent. The doctors told me it was benign hypotonia, which meant that the muscles did not have proper tone, and they only told us to keep her active, which we did. But then we encountered a lot of problems which we did not understand it to be a part of this broader picture of muscles not being well developed. Like at 2 we realized that there's a problem with her eyesight. She's severely myopic. There was a problem of constipation, which was also related. She was not talking properly. She was 3 and she was still putting 2 words together. This jibber jabber and of the little children telling stories did not really happen with her. She was a very contented child. So actually people thought it is me as a mother who's more worried and concerned. But somewhere within me I knew something is different. If I did not feed the child, maybe for a day she wouldn't even ask for food. She was happy to be whatever she was doing. She was in her own world, very happy there. And as a parent, I really didn't know how to help this child. And at that time, mainstream medicine suggested that we go for speech therapy, which we tried. We went to this mainstream corporate hospital, and I think it was a very, very harrowing experience for me as a mother. I cannot say what happened to my child, who was only 3 at that time, to sit with a person who doesn't even know her and say Kamal, 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 Gamla, 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 things like that. And it wasn't a very nice experience, and I didn't know what to do. And at that time, when we met Lakshmi and we came across anthroposophy, it was as if a whole new domain had opened for me. Yes, through Lakshmi we encountered irons, Dorons, compresses, rhythmic massages, physiotherapy. But more than that, there was so much I could do. So many kind of games that I could play, exercises that I could do, whether it was playing with bean bags or playing with rods or the simple hopscotch. I felt very, very empowered as a parent. Something new called Eurythmy came into my life, which even today gives me so much of happiness. Sorry, now you take over.
Sure. Thank you, Meeta, for sharing that journey. And I would actually like to summarize 3 key takeaways that I have had in my journey. First is, I found that anthroposophy and anthroposophic medicine is holistic. Usually when we talk of holistic, people think it's alternate. The beauty for me was that it was a superset of the conventional mainstream medicine. And so, while the mainstream medicine was honored and had its rightful place, at the same time, it looked at a human being in a very holistic way and opened up possibilities which were being ignored by the conventional doctors. The second main takeaway that I had in this journey was that the role the diet began to play. So for instance, my daughter used to get cough and cold very quickly, and doctors would just prescribe antibiotics or other medication, And when we started working with her diet, those things fell away, and her immune system became stronger, and the need to actually have any of that medication just fell away. And the third main takeaway, as Meeta was mentioning, is that when it became a question of how can we bring speech clarity for her, what anthroposophy brought to us was the very beautiful and deep connection between movement and speech, which was not obvious to us when we were speaking to conventional doctors. And the beauty was that when we worked on the movement and in a playful way, speech automatically became better. And so these 3 points of having a very holistic approach, which is a superset of the conventional medicine, having diet as an integral part, and having movement which actually brings in impact on speech, were the biggest takeaways I had. And today my daughter is blossoming and is having a wonderful life, and I'm very thankful that anthroposophy came in her life at the right time.
Yeah, this child who was not even walking till 1.5 years, and she used to fall very often, she had a problem with balance. Today the same child is skipping, cycling, swimming, skating, going for skiing. So today, after 10 years with her in this journey on anthroposophy, we cannot make out that this child is any different from the others. But 10 years ago, she would have been labeled as a delayed milestone child with a lot of issues. So I'm extremely grateful to have met anthroposophy, not just for her. As a family, we have changed so many things in our own lives, and we live a healthier lifestyle. We all eat our meals together regularly in a more systematic fashion. As a family, we have really benefited through our daughter's journey. Thank you.
Thank you.